The franchise debuted in 2008 amidst massive corporate hype, anchored by an aggressive teenager named Virat Kohli. From the start, the team carried the weight of a city expecting immediate dominance. However, a specific structural flaw hindered the organization for over a decade. The front office prioritized signing world-famous batters to drive ticket sales, consistently neglecting the bowling depth and defensive strategy required to win tournaments. This strategy led to the assembly of the Big Boys Club. Management imported the sheer firepower of Chris Gayle, hoping to overwhelm every opponent with a roster of pure marquee names. The individual results were often brilliant. The creative shot-making of A.B. de Villiers provided moments of cinematic magic that captivated the fan base. But these performances frequently masked the team's underlying lack of balance. This top-heavy approach repeatedly failed in high-pressure finals. They struggled to overcome well-rounded opponents who possessed greater tactical depth, leaving Bengaluru to watch teams like the Deccan Chargers lift the 2009 trophy. A franchise built to generate highlight reels lacked the structural durability needed to survive the knockout stages of a championship. By the team's second decade, the continuous cycle of high-profile collapses led to a permanent chokers label, making the franchise a frequent target for online mockery. Despite 17 years of failure, the city of Bengaluru responded with a cult-like devotion. This fan, holding a GOT banner during a losing season, illustrates a fan base that remained defiant even as the trophy drought lengthened. Virat Kohli became the singular focal point of this loyalty. He evolved from a young prospect into a leader burdened by the statistical and emotional expectations of millions. He stayed with the franchise while peers left for easier championships elsewhere, eventually becoming the physical embodiment of the city's stubborn hope. By the end of 2024, the team stood as a case study in how deep loyalty can persist without the validation of a single victory. Heading into 2025, the front office finally moved past the failed superstar model. Management abandoned the focus on individual marketing power, prioritizing a roster built for systemic synergy. The primary architect of this change was head coach Andy Flower. He enforced strict role clarity for every player, valuing team balance over individual heroics. This new strategy shifted the budget. They invested in domestic scouting and localized leadership, finally moving to equalize the payroll between the top-order stars and a reliable, multifaceted bowling attack. This decentralized system effectively removed the singular pressure from Kohli's shoulders, providing the support he needed to play with renewed freedom. After 17 years, the organization replaced raw emotion with a cold, functional architecture. During the 2025 playoffs, that architecture held firm. The team navigated high-pressure moments through cohesive unit performance, no longer relying on a single player to rescue them. Everything narrowed down to the final ball of the championship match. The stadium fell into silent tension as the delivery left the bowler's hand. The resulting win triggered a massive release of emotion. As the team lifted the trophy, the trauma of nearly 2 decades finally ended. Fans across Bengaluru reacted with tears and celebrations, in the streets, processing a victory that had seemed impossible for a generation. The 2025 victory finally exorcised a 17-year generational trauma. Winning a historic championship often leads to complacency, as the hunger that drove the team for years is suddenly satisfied. The Royal Challengers defied this trend in 2026. They used the momentum of their first win to establish a lasting empire, treating the trophy as a beginning rather than a conclusion. Their 2026 campaign was defined by ruthless efficiency. Their historically volatile win-loss record flattened into a high, stable plateau of dominance throughout the season. By successfully defending the title, the franchise joined the exclusive ranks of the league's most legendary dynasties. This achievement confirmed that 2025 was the result of a perfected system rather than a fleeting miracle. The sheer intensity of the city's celebration reflects the depth of the suffering that preceded it. Virat Kohli's journey reached its conclusion. The tragic king finally stood in an arena lit by the fireworks of rewarded loyalty. While other franchises spent 17 years building trophy cabinets, Bengaluru spent that time demonstrating how to maintain faith in the face of repeated failure. The final triumph validated the millions who never gave up, effectively rewarding 17 years of unwavering support. 17 years, one dream, two crowns. Forever red.